Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. The first unit we are going to be trying against a Mega Shenron in the Shadow Dragon event is indeed the Year 7 LR Gods. I just really wanted to use this unit again, same with the Year 7 SSJ4s, and when the anniversary hits, I want to do like a whole 2 years later kind of video. So we're starting this kind of with an intro, kind of with like a prologue before that happens. By using them here, essentially, by using them here against the Mega Shenron in the Shadow Dragon event, just because when these units came out, they changed everything. Like, they tore up the game. They changed Dokkan. The power creep was insane, along with the content. So I want to do a whole kind of section of content around them at some point. Again, same with the LRSSJ4s. Right now we're starting with the gods, and as I said, we're starting with an intro against the Mega Shenron in the Shadow Dragon event. Not starting off with the double super though. Not a fan of that. But we do have guard. That's one thing I've always liked about this unit. The fact they start with guard really does help. So if you don't manage to get the key spheres, you need to get the double super, or even if you do, considering how hard content's it nowadays, the fact you have guard kind of makes up for the fact they haven't really stacked all too much. And that's why we only took 16k on that initial basic we took. I completely forgot the rest of the animations were on, but it's okay. We don't actually get to see these often, so it's actually quite new. Not new to me, but it's actually quite a nice surprise. Like, these are still quite fresh to me just because I don't see them often, just because my animations are always turned off, mainly for link leveling. So, you know, it's actually been a while since I've seen that Trunks animation. Yeesh, this is not a good turn, but I'm hoping Piccolo's going to be okay in slot 1. I'm going to save those tech key spheres for the gods. And hopefully there's no super attack in slot 3. Because, of course, a Mega disables dodge here, which means Gogeta, well, he's not Gogeta Blue yet, but Gogeta in slot 3 can't dodge. Which is one of the reasons why I didn't bring the 2 LR Gogeta or Vegeta Blue. Just because they need to super attack before they dodge, and they can't dodge here. That does make AoEs kind of dangerous for them. I can't remember which mission it was. I think it was Final Trump Card. Doing that mission and hoping Gogeta Blue dodges and hoping he was okay on AoEs. Honestly, probably one of the most tense moments I've had in Dokkan. Like, that video had suspense. Trunks is popping off right now. Triple super. Can we get the quadruple? There's only like a very small percentage chance you'll do it. Okay, then. I was gonna say, but that'd be kind of crazy. But Trunks was okay. I mean, he's got all of his damage reductions, so this shouldn't be too bad. I mean, yeah, we can deal with that. We can deal with that. He's stunned now, but that doesn't really matter too much. He's already done what he needed to do this time, which was the super attacks. It's crazy to think, you know, the Year 7 units have generally been out. Okay, that is not nice. The Year 7 units have generally been out for, well, on JP at least, have generally been out for 2 years. On Global, it's going to take a few more months. We're up to 210k. But they've generally been out for 2 years. That's crazy. That is honestly crazy for the fact that they've been out for 2 years. Like, honestly, Dokkan has just... These last couple years in Dokkan have honestly flown by. Like, it's crazy to think the Year 7 LRs have been out for, what, 2 years? And then the year, what is it? The Year 9 LRs came out, what, a year ago? Like, it's mad. It's mad how quick Dokkan's been kind of moving along. Like, it generally doesn't feel that long ago. I just noticed he decided to dodge that. What a pain. Okay, a couple thousand on the normals. I don't actually mind that too much. That's not bad. Do you know what? A couple thousand on the normals. That's actually pretty good. But like, the last few years of Dokkan they've started to just merge into a blur. I said, it's crazy to think we were summoning for the 8-year anniversary. Well, on JP it's 2 years ago, but in what, 5-6 months time? That would have been a year ago. because it doesn't feel that long ago. And then to think that the year 7s came out 2 years ago, that doesn't feel that long ago. Like, it feels like a while ago, but not that long ago, if that makes sense. But honestly, it's these last couple years of Dokkan, they have just flown by. Like, they've honestly merged into one. Now, usually I'd pop that transformation, even though we haven't stacked up too much, but I'm going to use the giant form somewhat early. Somewhat early. I mean, we do have 2 of them. I'm going to use it early, because that means no AoE, no super attack. So we're going to pop the giant form. We're going to lose the AoE. We're going to lose the super attack. And that means we get lucky enough to let the gods stack up just a little bit more. So once the giant forms run out, because it can go on for like 3 turns, we'll come back, we'll carry the run on, and we'll see where they get to. Thank you, Piccolo. And there's no attack in slot 2 as well. Okay, that worked out really well for us. Yeah, we'll do that, and then I'll let the gods take these, and then GB down in slot 3 is going to be chilling with that type advantage and being able to dodge now. We'll get an additional super. No? Okay. He is rainbowed, so you know it could have happened. Up to 7 milli attack stat wise. And it's funny, with this unit being 2 years old, they're still viable. Like, obviously they're nowhere near as good as when they first came out. That's normal. Like, units are gonna age. Like, that's just part and parcel of Dokkan, right? The year 7 LRs, blue or SSJ 4, they're still viable. Now, it's like a red zone Zamasu, which is really short. Is it ideal for them? No, it's not. But if you can get somewhat lucky enough and run a strong enough team, which is really easy to do, they're still viable. Which is crazy. Like, the unit is almost, well, is 2 years old. And they are still viable. They are still runnable. That's how good this unit is. Now, are we okay with the group attack? Maybe we use 1 Whis? Yeah, we'll use 1. Just to be safe. Now, if this can work out as well as I want it to, then we could potentially beat this phase and then have the Whis going into the final phase of a Mega, although that healing, jarring. I mainly use the Whis for Trunks. I mean, Vegeta and Trunks hasn't stacked too much either, but I mainly use that for Trunks. I mean, it's not looking likely, but if all the additionals and all the criticals can pop, then we could potentially manage to keep the Whis going into the next turn, which I definitely wouldn't mind. So Trunks, hopefully those built-in additionals are feeling like popping, and hopefully you can crit along the way as well, so you can actually do some damage. Okay, we got 2. I mean, I'll take 2. I don't think we're going to do enough. I don't think my Orange Piccolo is going to do enough, especially with no dupes. To do a bar and a bit worth, I'm actually glad I popped a Whis now, definitely. To do a bar and a bit worth of health, yeah, we're doing a 2.3 million attack stat as well. Like, to do a bar and a bit worth of health on a Mega, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's okay though. It's okay though. Although us running around with 244k HP, not the best. So they're just shy of 400k defense right now. But with there being a group attack in slot 1, we are going to have to pop the active. We are going to have to transform them. But hey, this is how this unit's functioned since they first released. You need to get that transformation out as soon as you need it.
Let's do this, Vegeta! Damn you! This is a power greater than that of a Super Saiyan God! I'm going to have fun destroying you!
Okay, here we are. We got the active ready as well. Only 373k defense. No, it's not enough. It's not enough, but they can still dodge. think I popped the active because it gets rid of the group attack. Yeah, we're gonna pop the active. We're gonna pop the active back to back.
Now it's my turn.
Or we could just completely get rid of him with a 6.4 mil crit. I'll take that. That can work just as well. Just as well. Okay, so we do have Trunks' standby, which I'm not gonna lie. Let me turn the animations off because we've got the ones we wanted. I can't be bothered to sit through all of these. We're gonna pop this. Definitely gonna pop that. And we're gonna pop this. That builds up the bar by 1. And then we can start building the finish skill up with everyone else's super attacks. See, this is where I have to rely on Gogeta Blue dodging. And it's like, are you going to do it? So just to be safe. If we had more HP, to be fair, I would actually just let him do his thing. Like, you know, I would actually rely on the dodge. But because we only have 244k HP, I don't really want to take the risk. So that's a 500k AoE hitting him. And he did actually dodge the first one. That's kind of annoying. If he doesn't dodge the second one, then I played it right. If he doesn't dodge the second one, yeah, I played it right. If he does, then it's always better to be safe than sorry. Always better to be safe than sorry. Watch him dodge it. Watch him dodge it. Of course, I didn't need to use the Whis. That's really annoying. That's really annoying. What can you do? What can you do? Oh, there was another one. Actually, maybe it was a good idea that I did that. He didn't dodge the final one. I didn't see that behind the first one. So I'll take that. I'll take that. As I said before, the gods, they're still viable. The SSG 4s, they're still viable. Like, they're doing pretty well right now. Like, the active skill came in handy. It got us through to the next phase. You know, they done enough damage. Even if they didn't, we still would have avoided the AoE because of the nullify, because of the disable enemy action, not nullify. Like, they're still doing well. Now, Omega Shenron is longer in terms of content, which actually suits them better, of course, with the stacking. The only thing is, with there being AoEs, it kind of stops them from doing that. Like, we're on turn 9. You don't get that far, right? See, I could pop that. The reason why I'm not going to is because we have a Whis active. That's the ironic thing, right? As I said, is the fact that this is very much suited to them. I said, how often do you get to turn 9 in any content? Like, you just don't. But because of the AoE starting so soon on that second phase, you don't really get to stack them that much because you need to transform them quickly, because then at least they have dodge once they transform. And that's another reason why they're so viable, is because once you transform them, they can dodge. And also, they still have the disable enemy action after they super attack. You get them enough ki, they're doing a guaranteed additional before you even factor in dupes. They can still do a lot of damage, and they can still... They're still runnable, they're still viable. Which is crazy to think with a unit that's 2 years old. Could have got the triple, what we missed out. It's fine, though. There we go, the dodge kicking in. The dodge is still kicking in. See what I mean? They're still up there. They're still doing so well. Now, the one good thing for them is we do have a Whis active right now, and they do have type disadvantage as well. Which, of course, at one point, that Whis is going to run out. So the damage will pick up a little bit. But even if we don't make it, right? Even if we don't make it to the end, they've still done really well. I can't lie, they've still done really, really well. but we might actually make it. I mean, I don't see a reason why we don't. There's no more grouper attacks until slot 3. If Trunks' additionals pop off, Omega should be done. But honestly, to think this unit is 2 years old is insane. And as I said earlier on in the video, to think that the year 8 units are already a year old, like, it just doesn't feel that long ago. Like, I start to feel older anyway, naturally. But then Dokkan, with how, like, quick stuff happens, or how long ago stuff actually happened, makes me feel even older. It's like when you talk to someone born in a certain year and you're like, oh, did you ever see this show growing up? Like, do you know what I mean? Or did you ever see the original Thomas the Tank Engine? No. What do you mean? Oh, when we were younger, we had Blackberries. What's that? I used to roll around with, you know, iPhones. What? No. It makes me feel old. Having Dokkan, like, just move along this quickly, just, it makes me feel so old. So old. But this unit, still probably one of my favorite units in the game, just because of how hyped they were when they released, how good they were. Like, they were the whole package. Whole package. Their animations are still great. Like, that Gogeta Blue active, still top tier. And we're still in this. We're still alive. You know what? I'm actually going to risk it and put them in slot 1. I'm going to risk it. With their 353k defense, I'm going to risk it and have them in slot 1. They could very well dodge that first attack. They need to dodge it, otherwise we're dead. They didn't dodge it. It's fine. It's fine. Literally, if I left Piccolo there, we would have won. I literally wanted to just do it for the pure shits and giggles. But they are still really good. Still runnable. Still viable. I said I want to do like kind of a, you know, perspective video once they hit 2 years old on global when the 9th anniversary hits. Or near the 9th anniversary. But to think this unit is 2 years old and will be 2 years old soon on global is wild. And I do want to do one on the SSJ 4s next. Let me know what you think about the year 7 units down in the comments. Do you still like them? Do you still not? Do you have them yet? Let me know, even after all this time. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, good rest of your day, and peace.